WPBF 25 News starts with breaking news.
It is my pleasure and it is my honor to introduce to you the next Lieutenant Governor of the great state of Florida, Bryan Avila.
You heard it right there. Breaking news at noon. Within the past 90 minutes, Republican nominee for Governor Byron Donalds selecting State Senator Bryan Avila, his Republican nominee for Lieutenant Governor. Thanks so much for joining us here at noon. I'm Erin Guy in for Tiffany Kenny.
And I'm Stephen Graves. A lot to get to, so let's get right out to our co-anchor Nathalie Pozo. She's the only local journalist who was there for this morning's announcement. Nathalie, run us through what we're learning.
Well, I can tell you that Byron Donalds and Bryan Avila just left the Freedom Tower here in downtown Miami. They spent quite a good amount of time taking pictures here with supporters, making that big announcement here today, which was expected, that he was going to name his lieutenant governor, and that's exactly what he did. So we're talking about State Senator Bryan Avila. He is a Cuban American that represents Hialeah, where he is from, and also Miami Lakes. The 42-year-old is also a captain in the Florida Army National Guard. He was elected to the Senate in 2022, and before that served in the House, representing communities here in Miami that are majority Cuban. I asked Avila about immigration and building support here in South Florida, widening that support here when President Trump, who endorsed Byron Donalds, is carrying out an aggressive immigration crackdown. Here's what he said.
The people that know socialism when they see it is the Hispanic community in the state of Florida. Whether you're a Hispanic in South Florida, whether you're a Hispanic in Central Florida or in Tampa, we know socialism when we see it. Our families have lived it. So when you hear David Jolly, when you hear Angie Nixon, it's everything that we've heard before, and we've seen how that turns out.
Avila spoke a lot about being Cuban American, saying that his parents fled Cuba to escape communism, like many Cubans here in South Florida. Now, affordability is a big priority for both the Republican and Democratic nominees for governor here in our state. On stage, Avila and Bryan Donalds both spoke about affordability, wanting to make Florida affordable now, but also in the future for their children. I personally asked Bryan Donalds what plan he has in place to make that happen. About affordability from both sides, and I just want to know, what plan do you have for people who maybe say, we hear this a lot during the campaign, but when it comes time to doing it, it doesn't happen?
We're going to reform the insurance markets in our state. That's going to push down costs. Number two, we want to reform permitting and planning. 30% of the cost of a new home is government, not roofs, not labor, not appliances, not furniture, government. We want to push down the government side. We want to reform that system, make it more affordable for the people of our state. Three, you got to continue to expand your economy. And so when you're dealing with that, you got to make sure that your governor can actually engage business communities while also valuing capital that gets invested in Florida.
And so the ticket is now set for November on both the Republican and Democratic side for the governor's race here in Florida. Byron Donalds and Bryan Avila on the Republican side, and David Jolly and Gwen Graham on the Democratic side. Again, they will all face off in November. That will be on the ballot come the November election. Bryan Donalds is now on his way to Sanford in Central Florida. He has an event there this afternoon, and then also will be traveling to St. Petersburg on the west coast of Florida later on this evening. That is the very latest here from the Freedom Tower in downtown Miami. Nathalie Pozo, WPBF 25 News.
All right, thank you for that coverage all morning long there, Nathalie. Thank you. Well, looking at the Democrats on the ballot for governor, David Jolly, a former Republican congressman who switched to the Democratic Party and won the party nomination last week. Jolly had announced his running mate back in June. Gwen Graham, a former congresswoman and daughter of former Florida Governor Bob Graham. Within the past 90 minutes, Jolly took to social media saying, quote, "I congratulate former State Senate Byron Avila. I wish him well, but let's be honest, this race won't come down to Byron Donalds' relationship with Avila. It will come down to Byron's relationship with Donald Trump." WPBF 25 News is committed to bringing you both sides of every election. You can find the latest on the race for governor inside the WPBF 25 News app.
Breaking news within the past hour.